Let's do a full face of my project pan products. I gathered them all in here. There are quite a lot, and I wanted to do a full face with just using these products, considering I have a project pan product in every category, but I'll let you know if I don't. I put in some enlarging contact lenses. They're very doll-like and they are by Tina Con. Right now they look a little bit off, but it will look different as soon as I have makeup on. I'll just go right into it. I have to conceal my dark circles first. This is not in my project pan, so I'm going to do it real quick because this is a step I cannot skip. I do have some heavy dark circles, so I need to do that. And I use the She Glam Rapid Retouch Cream Concealer in Nude, and I'm going to blend it out real quick. I will be using a few products that are not in my project pan, but this will only be like 2 or 3 products. But I'm going to let you know which is and which isn't. And so let's start with the first category, which will be foundation. Now I can choose between 2 options. I do have 3 products right now, but I need to use these 2 together because one foundation is too dark and one is too light. And this one is the other option, which is a cushion foundation. This one is the Parnell Cica Manual Foundation, which recently entered my project pan, but I think I'm going to stick with these 2. This one isn't available anymore. This one is the Kiko Charming Escape Hydrating Serum Foundation. This one was like a limited edition. It's actually a very good foundation, but it's old and it's also not my shade. It's too dark. This one is available though, but it's not my shade and there isn't much in here anyway, so I always used it as a lightening product for my foundations, and I always mix these 2, and usually I put in a green concealer in here as well because I have an olive undertone and this is obviously not my undertone. Right now it looks even too dark on my hand, so I'm going to add 1 drop of the Catrice. I didn't say the name. It was the Catrice Tinted Serum Foundation in 001N. I think it was the lightest or one of the lightest shades. And then I grab a brush and just apply it all over. I own the Catrice foundation in my shade, and I like to use it especially when it's quite warm outside because it is a lighter foundation. It is, like it says, a serum foundation, and it is very hydrating as well. It doesn't look the best at the end of the day, but I think for the price it's okay and it also performs well. And fortunately these 2 foundations, they mix in well together. It's not like they disrupt each other or anything. It's not like I don't like them. I can always rely on these 2 products, and whenever I use them together because I want to use something from my project pan products, I know it will always look good. So it's just that they are old a little bit by now. So yeah, that's for the foundation. I could add a little bit more because right now it's more sheer, but I want to leave it like that. And then let's get to category number 2, which is concealer. And I again have 2 options. I have 1 She Glam concealer and 1 Max Factor concealer. This one is discontinued, the Max Factor concealer. This one isn't, but I just don't really like it. It's not a very bad product, but I just don't like it on me. And since this is older and this concealer is more lightweight than this one is quite high coverage, I'm going to use this one. This one is the Max Factor Facefinity All Day Flawless Concealer, and I bought it when it left the shelves, and I like it as well because it never looks cakey, but yeah, it's just discontinued, and so I don't see the point of keeping it much longer because I cannot repurchase it anyway. And also there's no use of recommending this product because of it being discontinued as well. I tried other Max Factor concealers in my life and I quite liked them, as well as their mascaras. I actually preferred them over any Maybelline mascara. That's how much I like them, but it was a few years ago now, so I don't know whether or not they still have the same quality. But yeah, this one is more on the medium coverage side, and honestly I have been using it a lot lately, but it's still full almost, or I cannot really see anything, and I don't run out of concealer a lot, so many concealers stay in my collection for a very long time. Okay, then let's get to blush and contour, which will be category number 3. I think I'm going to start with contour. And for contour, I only have one product, and it was this Flortte contour stick in 04 Deep. And I really liked it because it was more of a cool tone contour, not too cool tone, but I think a great contour shade. And yeah, I used it only for my nose contour for the longest time, so I didn't make any progress on it. But since I've started to contour my face a little bit more lately, I have been using this product for that as well. Yeah, I started using it for my cheeks, but I stopped using it for my nose because I switched to powder contour. I could work better with powder contour on my nose, but I'm going to use it for my nose today as well. I always grab a smaller brush and firstly line my nose how I want to contour it. At first this may appear a little bit difficult, but after you practice a lot it will be so much easier. And I'm going to grab the brush I did the contour first to blend it out. And the reason I stopped using cream contour for my nose was because I have a very oily nose, because I have combination skin, but I'm pretty sure my nose is considered oily. So whenever I do my makeup, after like 20 minutes, the oil from my nose already comes through my makeup and it gets shiny a little bit, even when done with all powder products. So you can imagine how it will look with a cream product, and this is why I stopped. Alright, that's it. Next, for blush, I also have 2 options. These are the same basically, but just another shade. It's the Kiko Mood Boost 3-in-1 all over stick. This one was a multi-purpose product and it's not available as well, so I just kind of want to empty it. I've got the shade 02 and 04. 04 is more pink and 02 is more pink, beige and a little bit more mauve. I've been using 02 more, so you can definitely see the difference in the 02, but I haven't really used 04 a lot, so I'm going to use 04. It's this pinky shade. They are very creamy and also quite pigmented. I don't know whether or not I have put on too much, but it's okay. I'm going to blend it out. And I do really like them as well, but I don't really see the purpose of keeping them any longer, so I want to empty them quite soon so they can leave. I need some space soon in my drawer, and because my makeup collection is expanding day by day, so I kind of need to empty some as well, because right now more products are coming in but very little products leave my collection, and that's quite bad considering I also don't have endless space or anything. And as you can see, this one is very pigmented. I'm going to grab my beauty sponge to blend it out a little bit more. I only use these blushes underneath my foundation because I always use blush underneath my foundation because it gives such a nice natural flushed look. They go well under foundation and they don't disrupt any other complexion product I put on later on. Maybe I'm going to add some blush right in the middle. I could also use both shades, but since I have several products in the same category, I can maybe make part 2 if you're interested, so I can use every product I have in my project pan once. And the next category is powder, and for powder I only have one product, and it's this Wet n Wild pressed powder product. It's the Bare Focus Clarifying Finishing Powder, and it's not bad or anything, it's actually good. It was the lightest shade, but I don't know how, it's too dark for me. When I apply it, it pulls kind of orange, and you can see that it's much more darker. I hope I'm going to finish it soon, but looking at it, it won't take that long. So I'm just going to put this all over. Honestly, when doing it with a powder puff like this, it looks more darker, but when I use just a brush, it's okay. I'm going to use a puff today and hopefully it won't look too bad. It looks like my shade, but in real life when I look at it, and especially after like 1 hour, you can really see that it's too dark or too yellow, and maybe that's because it looks so dark. But honestly, since it's summer, it's not really a problem because it makes me look more tanned, but it is definitely very yellow. I don't mind it making me tanned, but I mind it making me yellow. Right, and before I'm going to do the next category, I stay in like the powder category because I have this powder contour. It's the Misha Cotton Contour in Smoked Hazel, and I'm going to use it to like enhance my contour again and also my nose contour. This is a product I really like. I have been using it in my everyday makeup routine. As you can see, I have quite a huge pan in it, but it's quite old now and it also expired last year, and also it's broken, so I want to finish it so I can buy a new one, because I think I'm definitely going to buy this one again because I like it very much. It's not very pigmented, so it won't be a product for deeper skin tones, unfortunately. But it was a product I started to practice contouring with, and it's a very good product for that because it is so little pigmented, because it actually is, as you can see, it's very little pigmented. It's sometimes even too light for me if I don't layer it over and over again. And because it is buildable, you can also like get a nice result. So the next category is highlighter. I have several products as well, but I'm going to use all of them. So the first product is the liquid highlighter. It's the Revolution Super Dewy Liquid Highlighter in Pink Light. I don't know whether or not it's available. I sometimes see it on the website, but it's always out of stock. I don't know if it's temporarily out of stock or like forever. And this is what I'm always using first. Actually, I use it before I powder my face, but I kind of missed out on that. So I'm always putting it on my hand and applying it on my cheek. I love to use it in summer. I used it last year as well, and I always just put it all over my cheek. It's not very pigmented, but the shimmer is there, the shine is there, and it looks very beautiful in summer when the sun hits you. And the next product is this highlighter. It's the Too Cool for School highlighter. This one like this isn't available anymore, but they rebranded it, or the packaging is just new, so it's still available. I don't really like the formula, so I hope they changed them by now, because it's more powdery, a bit too powdery, but it's just shimmery, so no glittery particles, and it looks good on the cheeks. I always use it all over my cheeks, and because it is so powdery, I also like set my cheek area, because whenever I apply powder I leave out the cheek area, and this is powdery and also shimmery, so I kind of set it and it looks very nice again in summer. And the last product then is this Too Faced product. It was a holiday collection product. I love it so much, and it's a blush and a highlighter. I first use the blush and go over a little bit. This one is the perfect pink blush. I love it so much. And then lastly the highlighter. I know it's a lot of product, but I only like when I turn my face and I see this point here, I only apply it here. Also put this on my brow bone and also on my nose. Next will be brows, and I have two options. One is the Chic Glam tinted brow gel. It's the Striking Brow Gel, and this Essence one, the Brow Lift and Freeze Glue. I'm going to use this one. This one is almost empty, if not already, and it kind of looks kind of disgusting by now because the product oxidized and it became yellow. Maybe it's the last time I'm going to use it. It still works. It keeps my brows in place for the whole day, so I have been really enjoying this product. And yeah, then let's get to the eyes. I have quite a few products here. I'm going to start with an eyeshadow base, and I have this eyeshadow primer here. It's the Code Glow Color L Fix On Eye Primer. I don't know if it's available anymore. I don't think so. And it's definitely expired, but it still works and I'm going to use it, but I honestly want to empty it so it can leave my collection, because I already have a new eyeshadow primer. It says it is expired since 2021. That's crazy. It's 5 years expired. I don't even know if I bought it 5 years ago. Maybe I bought an expired product. But it's not the first time as well, because whenever I bought K-beauty product a few years ago, they always expired in like 2 months or were already expired. So then I have a cream eyeshadow. I have this e.l.f. Cookies and Dreams No Budge eyeshadow in white. It's a matte white shade and I used it for several purposes. I used it for my nose contour and as an eyeshadow base as well. And I always warm it up between my fingers because I noticed that it will apply better like this. And now I have two eyeshadow palettes. I have this one by She Glam. This one is quite new, but I don't really like the shades, so I'm working on it right now. And this one is the Too Faced one. It's the other part of the blush and highlighter. It's this palette. It was also a holiday collection. I love this palette. I recently hit a pan on this shade and I hope I'm going to hit a pan on some other shades as well. I'm going to use the Too Faced palette. I also have this Kiko single eyeshadow. It's a white and off-white shade. I'm going to use it as a base shade and sometimes as a blending shade. And I'm going to use a little bit to set my eyelids. Yeah, I'm going to use this shade again. I always use it as a base color as well. That's why it's the only shade I hit pan on. It has glittery particles in it and it's also light pink. Very beautiful shade. I like it very much. Next I'm going to use this mauve shade and I only put this on my crease, then as well a little bit on my eyelid. And this is probably my favorite shade in this palette, this mauve shade. I think mauve looks very nice on me. It's also because mauve looks good on olive skin tones. Then I go in this shade, this darker shade here, just blend it here on my outer corner. And then a little bit in this brown shade and again here, just a little bit. I'm going to use a little bit of this shimmery shade, lightly dab it on my eyelids. And then I also have a glittery eyeshadow. This one is by Bia and it's just this glittery shade with a beige base. I'm just going to apply it all over my eyelids. This one is very beautiful. I also like to apply it here sometimes because it creates such a beautiful effect even though it's glittery. Then I have two eye pencils. I have one beige eye pencil and one brown, and I use the brown one to line my tight line and also create a wing with it. And this one I'm going to use on my waterline. This one is by Kiko. It's not available anymore as well. This one is also not available anymore. This one was by Pretty by Flortte. Now I'm going to smudge it out a little bit so it won't look too harsh. I'm just lining my waterline with the light Kajal. I'm also going to put it in my inner corner to highlight it. And then for mascara, I don't have a mascara in my project pan, so I'm just going to use the mascara I use very often right now, and it's this Essence Tubing Mascara. I can only just recommend it if you've been looking for good tubing mascara. And lastly are the lips. I don't have a lip liner in my project pan, so I'm going to use another one. It's again by Essence. It's the 8 Hour Matte Comfort Lip Liner in 21 Clouded. This one was supposed to be a cool toned lip liner. And now I'm going to choose what lip product I'm going to use. I got 3, all of them are in my project pan. I have 2 lip glosses and 1 lipstick. This one is the Max Factor Lip Butter. And these one are the glosses. Both of them are by Flortte. This one is more bronzy and this one is more pink. I think I'm going to use the Max Factor lipstick first. Look how pretty the shade is. I love the shade so much. If you know a shade like this, please let me know. And then I go over with this lip gloss by Flortte. Just apply it in the middle. It's also a product of mine, which I really love. And then we're done so far. I just need to apply my lashes. Alright, my lashes are on and the makeup look is done. This was the full face of only using my project pan makeup products. And I think I'm going to do a part 2 of this one because I haven't used every product I got in here. So yeah, let me know what you think, and let me know what you think about this look. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. That way you can support me, and also leave a comment so I know you're here and you watched the video. So kindly do that, and I hope I'm going to see you in my next video.